I'd like to welcome everyone to the WNDA DPBA Hall of Fame banquet. I hope everyone enjoyed their meal. We're going to try and keep the initial comments short. I won't talk long because I know we have 12 inductees this evening. It's their night, so we'll let them have the glory. But we'd like to just start off with a few introductions. I'd first like to introduce the officers of both the WNDA and the DPBA. President of the WNDA is Jackie Adams. So please stand when I call your name. Vice President, I'll just announce those who are present today. Vice President South, Kimmy Ashworth. And I'm sorry to introduce myself. My name is Teresa Belniak. I'm the treasurer of the WNDA. Secretary Ronnie Schwartzkopf. And our statistician Amy Bisson. The officers of the DPBA, President Dennis Pons. First Vice President Jerry Connor. Second Vice President Steve Ivarone. Secretary Dennis Shriver. The statistician Jeff Moran. And events director Sue Barucher. I'd also like to take a moment to introduce the members of the Hall of Fame who are present this evening. If you please stand when I call your name, and if you could hold your applause till the end, I'd appreciate it. Walking in the door, Pat Rinaldi, Lorraine Simpson, Teresa Vermillion, myself, Sue Barucher, Mr. Frank Turner, Jeff Ferrand, Steve Ivarone, Ken Palmer, and I don't think Jeff Piles has arrived yet, but he will be here shortly, Joe Rainier, Jimmy Wolfensberger, O'Neill Wynn, Dennis Pons, and Harrison Sanders, as your members of the Hall of Fame. We're going to start our awards presentation. We're going to go alphabetically, just as long as the person is here, or the inductor is here. We have one person missing right now. I think we should be okay.
First of all, congratulations to all the inductees tonight. When Donna, Jerry's wife, emailed me and asked me to speak on behalf of Jerry tonight for his induction, I was greatly honored. Since I've been working with the tour as the director, Jerry has really been my right-hand man. He is one of the hardest working DPBA vice presidents that we have ever had in the existing 41 years. A behind-the-scenes member, he's negotiated with establishments over the years to host the DPBA events. And Jerry's dedication is not only to the game of duck and bowling, but also to all those involved in making our weekends a success. He never thinks of himself. He is always the first one to start collecting for the runners at the establishments in order for us to show our appreciation for the hard work that they do over the weekend. He's even trying to do that while he's even trying to bowl. And what would the up the ladder finals be on Sunday without Jerry keeping score? He is really a godsend to me. I don't have to worry about telling the bowlers what lane to bowl on, who's first. Thanks to Jerry, he's always there to help me out. Always with a quick smile, a pat on the back, and a word of encouragement. Jerry has served the tour in many, many ways. And thank you, Jerry, on behalf of myself, the DPBA, all your friends, for all the hard work and dedication that not only to the DPBA, but also to duck and bowling. Congratulations on your induction tonight.
That's a real nice job. Very good. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. got a plaque on the score table when you're ready.
Okay, thank you, Sue. I feel so honored to be inducted to the Pro Tour Hall of Fame, and I would like to thank Sue Baruka, Dennis Ponce, and the entire governing body for the great job that they do to keep the tour running so well. I would like to also thank my children, Sheila, Lori, and Jerry Jr., and my son-in-law, Randy, and future son-in-law, Jim, and my favorite daughter-in-law, Sandy, and my grandchildren, Brittany, Casey, and Gina, for being here tonight. But most of all, I would like to thank my wonderful wife, Donna. She is the most wonderful person I've ever met in my life. I don't know what I'd do without her. I would like to congratulate all the other inductees, and thank you very much. And I love you, honey.
Our next inductee tonight is Mr. Dennis Shriver, and Jeff Powell will do the induction.
Did you help him write that, Debbie? Did you help him write that, Debbie? Did you help him? No?
All right, I don't know where to start, but I see a lot of familiar faces here tonight. Bear with me, I'm a little stuffed up, ragged out, tired, and all that. But guess who the first person I bowled a thought with when I was 16 years old was? Lindsey Hamilton. First time I bowled a thought. As a kid, he inspired us. This duck pins were so big when I was a kid. It was 3 TV shows in Washington, D.C. I used to see Deitch and Lindsey on TV. I'll give you a little taste of Lindsey's style for those of you who haven't seen it. And he was like, we used to imitate him as a kid when we practiced. You got there like this. Oh, Lord. Hold the ball out there. We and Dennis can appreciate that. And Lindsey was a great bowler and a good, and he had a lot of showmanship, and everybody loved him. And I remember watching him on TV winning the 30-game classic, and that was like the most exciting tournament going. So anyway, congratulations to Lindsey, honor well deserved, and somebody I looked up to for a long time, still do, but I mean, haven't seen much of you in a number of years, but anyway, I want to get that out. And also about Mr. Wolfensberger and Bill Barrett, we used to imitate them also. We all the kids, we got Red Sox, and those of you that have been around for a while, they used to wear Red Sox at the Pro Tour, so that got to be the going thing. And also Jimmy Deitch would pull his chair out. We bowled Deitch in the Pro League when I first started out. I was 17, 18, and Deitch would pull his chair out in the middle of the two, like say if you were on 18 and 19, he'd put his chair around right between 18 and 19. Nobody messed with that spot. That was Deitch's spot. He'd fold his towel neatly over his knee, smoke his cigar, put the ashes all over the floor. The approaches were so damn slippery he couldn't stand up, but nobody could say anything to him. But anyway, so I'm going to get all that out. That brought back a lot of memories tonight. Let's get to the reason why we're here. Just like to congratulate Dennis on an honor well deserved, and I've got a lot of notes jotted down, so let me see if I can make some sense out of all this. But as it says in the program, anyway, Dennis started bowling in 1964. Him and I both joined the tour together in 1974. So many of these tours, and this is our 31st year, we've been traveling together. Well, not on all of them, but on many of them. And anyway, I'll give you some of his stats, but I guess most of you have already read it. But I think he's made the ladder 16 times. He's got 2 wins, 3 seconds, 4 thirds, 5 fourths, 3 fifths, and he's qualified for the semifinals. It had 60 times in one spot, 43 in the other, so I don't know, we'll just call it 50. I don't know. Not sure what it is. It's kind of like a phone-in job with me. He's served on the governing body, does a good job with that. And he's been ranked in the Washington area probably 20, 25 times in the last 30 years, maybe more than that.
Wow.
And let's see. He won his first tour in 1981 at White Oak, and beat Jerry Miller. I remember Jerry Miller had shot like 920-something for 5. And Dennis ran up the ladder and beat, I think, Dave Lemon and Jerry Miller. And then the trouble began. He took about 15 of us out Leone's. For any of you who know the Washington area, we went to Leone's, and I think half the check I spent at the celebration party. And I knew that my wife wasn't feeling too good after it was all over. I think they were parking a lot of us home, but anyway, so that was quite a day for Dennis. And the rest of us had quite a night. We were feeling bad on Monday, I'll say that. I had quite a few of those nights. Let's see, what else? Then 19 years later, he won his second tour at Town Hall Lanes, beating Mark Rue. And let's see, he was really excited. It had been a long drought, so he was excited to get that second tour. Glad I was there to witness that with him. And let's see, those of you that don't know Dennis that well, he's friendly to a lot of people, but Dennis is a fierce competitor. He tries as hard in the leagues as he does in the tournaments. Just see what kind of mood he's in when he loses 3 games. He might give you some sugar coated BS, but if you lose 3, he is good. He's really good to our kids. He's real generous with Todd and Lisa. And year before last, him and Todd, well, myself too, but I got beat. But we all made the ladder in the Buddy Creamer tournament. Then Dennis bowled Todd in the semifinal match for the Buddy Creamer. So I told Dennis if he beat Todd, he wasn't getting his raise. We worked together college park. So anyway, so he's been real good to the kids. He was a big help to my mom and dad. My mom had that Alzheimer's, and that was really tough. He took the brunt of that. We all took turns, trying to keep an eye on my mom. That was a tough situation. But Dennis loved her to death and did a lot to keep an eye on her, and really helped out with my dad also when he had a stroke. So anyway, he's been a real big part of our family, like a brother to me. And let's see, I got a few more things here. Dennis, and like again, if you don't know Dennis, he loves the horses. But anyway, many of our trips coming home from Connecticut and Rhode Island, if we don't fly, you got to hope he's asleep or we're going to the Meadowlands. I don't know how many trips we've been to the Meadowlands on Sunday night. Getting out of there at midnight, getting back home at 4 in the morning. But let's see. And I've told a lot of people that Dennis is a stakes horse. I mean, he shines often in the big tournaments. Like in that Bookies $10,000 tournament, Dennis knocked me out the last game of that $10,000 spot in the final 4. And I think he put water on. I think he pulled a Harry Worth move and put water on the approach. That stuff fell over the back. But anyway, he won the game. I don't know how he did it, but he did a job. And also, one night after we got our top 20 award for the ranking in Washington, that used to be a real shindig. We had a big party, something like this, and you got your awards for making the top 20. It was quite an honor. We all got our awards, and then we left that Saturday night. Everybody's half in the bag. We drove to Connecticut to the Family Bowl in Waterford. And I think Dennis might have been broke this time. So anyway, I backed him in the tournament. He goes up there on an all-night drunk, bowls a 12 the next day, and walks away with the tournament. Anyway, he somehow pulled that one off. Him and Ken Palmer and myself, Ray Davis went to that one. But Dennis won the Family Bowl Open. I don't know how he did it on an all-nighter, but he did it. And let's see, what else? I think that's most of it. But anyway, I just like to congratulate Dennis. He's a great bowler. He's a fierce competitor, and like I say, if I don't know if you don't know him, you don't know how he detests losing. He's one of those guys with the old school. He might sugarcoat it and give you 5, but he'd really rather spit in your hand. He loves to win. I just like to congratulate him, and with no further ado, let's congratulate Dennis Shriver.
Serious personal stuff there that you don't know about. I wouldn't know about.
Get that shit in, like.
Yeah, I tell you, man. Good Debbie, when y'all.
It's better dedicated.
Dennis big and stuff like Saturday morning.
Like Krista did that. Instead of having to that, he couldn't understand why I kept getting this.
That was good, Jeff. Yeah, that was good.
CS, but I'm not real sure.
That's how he is, man.
I'd like to
That's
thank
how he
everybody
is.
for
Just
the Hall of Fame, telling everybody for nothing to the Hall of Fame. It's been a real honor for me. I've been around for a long time. I never thought I'd ever see this day. I honestly didn't. I'd like to thank Mr. Turner for sponsoring our Pro Tour. He does an excellent job with our Pro Tour, giving our sponsorship money to the men and the ladies. And there's a little story I want to tell you about old Bookie back there. I know Bookie for a long time. We were on Airways 32 back in 19, whatever it was, I forgot. And Bookie and I was sitting, that's when I used to drink. I don't drink much anymore. we were sitting on the other side of the bar, and this waitress on the one side, and Bookie said, "Me and Dennis need another drink." The woman said, "You're cut off." Bookie said, "Cut off? Here we go." "We ain't cut off yet!"
Yeah, he's falling up to the Is that what it was?
Lo and behold, we weren't cut off. We got 2 more drinks, then we went to airplane.
He couldn't walk and crawl up to the bar.
I'd like to congratulate all the inductees. There's a lot of friends, MC Lindsay, Bookie, Eddie Rusak. There's a many times, me and Eddie and Bookie, and I think Jeff might have been with us one time. They said, "Dennis, let's go to the Japanese steakhouse." I said, "Okay, I'm half drunk. I don't care." So we go to the Japanese steakhouse, and they said, "What are you going to have to eat?" I said, "Whatever." So you got this great big grill in front of you. I said, "Just bring me a Jack and Coke." The man said, "Oh, I said, he said, "Okay." So this man gets up, he gets this big steak, and he starts chopping in front of me. I said, "See you later, I got to go." And I'm going to go. I said, "That night, but I got close to my throat, and I had a bowl next morning." You know that, Eddie? That was a long time ago. I'm 51, so you got to be 75, I know. Once again, thanks a lot. Today, you got to get a chair because you're next, young man. Thank you very much.